right, so you've got your page all colored. Next, we need to cut it out and get it folded up. So to cut it off, or to cut it out, we're just cutting off the white border around the edges. So make sure you leave the letters in place. And also, do not cut it down the middle. We do not want to cut it down the middle. Just cutting the white borders off. There we go. All right, so you should have a page that looks like this. First step in folding is just folding it down the middle. So where this line is, right down the middle here, that's where we want our first crease to be. The better you can crease it right on that line, the better your folds are going to work out for you, the upcoming folds. So we want it as close to that crease as we can. And I like to take another pen or something and just kind of run it along that edge to really make sure it's creased down tight. So once you get that, I want you to notice something. So notice how this side of our DNA strand, the straight across lines are bolded, they're thicker. And on the other side, it's the diagonal lines that are bolded and thicker. Those thick and thin lines are really important. Every single line you see on here, except for the dotted line, so every single solid line you see is going to be a crease. And every time you see a bolded line, we want that to be the outside of the crease. So we're going to start with these lines here. Let me maybe bring this in a little bit for you guys. So we're going to start on this side where we've got, there we go, where we've got our bolded straight across lines. And what I want you to do is fold and crease right on that line. Make your crease right there. And again, we can put it down and tighten it up with a pen. So you've got your crease right there, making sure the bolder, thicker line is on the outside of the crease, not the thin line, not the thin straight line. The thick line is on the outside of the crease. Once you've got it, we're going to unfold it and do the next one. Okay, so we're not rolling this up. I do not want you to roll it up. That's going to screw it up. So just crease it. Sorry, it's not focusing well. Let's do it a little bit more like this. There we go. Crease it. Squish down with the pen. Keep going all the way down. All right, so once you've got all of those creases made, it should kind of want to curl up like that because all of your creases were going the same direction, right? Now we want to do a similar thing, but again, paying attention to where the bolded lines are, we need to make these diagonal creases. And since the bolded diagonal line is on this side, I'm going to fold it this way so that that bolded line is on the outside of the crease. Again, squish it down real well with the pen if you want. Unfold it, do the next one. All the way down again, same thing. It's really important that we do it with the bolded line on the outside. So your straight lines went this direction. You need to flip the whole thing over and make your diagonal lines go this direction. All right, so if you made your folds right, it should kind of want to curl up like this. We've got 2 more creases to make, and then we are ready to fold into our DNA shape. So let's talk about making those last couple creases. So this last 2 are going to be along these letter edges. Now again, noticing that on this set of letters, this side has a bold line, and this side the line isn't as thick. So again, we need to make this crease so that we're putting that bold line on the outside of that crease. Okay, so this one folds this way. This one, we've got the thinner line on this side and the bolder line on this side. So again, putting that bold line on the outside of the crease. Squishing it down pretty well. Okay, so we should have something that looks like this. Now, what I recommend doing is taking these letters and kind of unfold them a little bit so they kind of stick straight up off of the rest of the page. They're kind of at a 90 degree from the rest of the paper. And this is the coolest part if you can get it to work right. If you made your creases really well, you can twist it and twist it really kind of hard, and it should start folding into your DNA shape. If you did it really well, it should end up folding into kind of a circle like that. You can kind of squish it down, and there you go. There's your DNA shape. Now that last bit of the fold is really tricky. If you need some help from me to get that done, let me know. I can help you. But there you go. There's your folded double helix DNA paper model.